I want to say it looked like really interesting alien furniture. I want to say it looked like really interesting objects that they're 3D, right? Cartoonish, but yeah, that's it. They're 3D but cartoonish. Anyways, it looks very physical, as in very solid. What you see. In fact, when I'm looking through my mind's eye, what I see is clearer than what I look at when my eyes are open. I don't. It's just these things. They're there. They're pure. They're clear. They're made of energy, and they fade and they reappear and they change. And like you can direct your attention within your mind. By which I mean, if you want to look at one object, you can do that, and if you want to look at another object, you can do that. There still remains a structure of the other hallucinations, and they still remain spatially inside your head. I don't really know how you're moving around in there. I don't really know how you can identify yourself as a unit of one within a visual space that exists within your head, but you can do that. You can, like, see where things are, and there will be object permanence in very impermanent patterns. I don't know how to describe that, but it's like things are changing all the time, but they stay the same. You know, like, they're the same. They may be shifting, they may be moving around, but, like, when you're looking at a glass of carbonated water, when you're looking at one bubble, all the other bubbles don't disappear, right? That's exactly what it's like. Like, all these bubbles, they remain solid. You can focus your attention on them, and they may disappear, but that's what it's like. It's like carbonated water. Like, all these bubbles. They remain intact, and those are just shapes and patterns, and they remain they retain that, but with a creative energy behind them that I cannot put into words. It's something that I really don't know. Like, I don't know where the fuck this is coming from. I don't know what any of this shit means. I don't know what half the things I saw mean. I don't know if anything was trying to communicate anything specific with me. I don't know if I was talking to aliens. I don't know if this all came from an endogenous experience. What I do know is I saw some shit, and it was really fucking interesting. And I want to know how the human brain is capable of doing that, what the human brain is doing when it's doing that, and so far we have dick shit to talk about it, because research just hasn't been fucking done. Like, they haven't done many brain scans on people who've been undergoing mushroom trips to find out what the fuck it is that's going on there. But I'd really like to know, is there like an interdimensional loophole that, pulls the visual part of your brain and transports it somewhere entirely different? And I do mean that in a quite very physical and, very hippie science way. Like, I mean, I thought there was no woo in this universe. I was a complete atheist, because my trust in God, my trust that there was anything bigger and better than me was just absolutely abandoned. All hope was, well, okay, and it was gone for a good reason, because I really am the biggest thing there is, but that's not a hierarchy thing. That is like, everything is the biggest thing there is. There is not a single ant who is as unimportant as you or me. I know that sounds, well, like it doesn't make any fucking sense, but I don't give a fuck if it makes sense to you, because, frankly, that's how it is. If an ant died, it would be just as consequential as if I died today. The only difference would be over time. How many days is it going to take before an ant's body dissipates into the nothingness of time, versus how many days is it going to take before my body dissipates into the nothingness of time? Sure, there may be a factorial scale of thousands. There may be a degree of thousands of that difference in days, but it's entirely irrelevant. They're both going to be gone, and to the same exact degree. Their pattern may continue, and that may be what we can. That is the only thing that we can really hope to achieve with this, as in your own genetic reproduction, as in your own. And even if you cannot genetically reproduce, even if you die before then, it is absolutely meaningless, because how many children? Okay, it's all, like I said, factors. You have to imagine the world as if it were a fractal type pattern, meaning you have a fraction of a fraction of a fraction that moves through other fractions. So everything is not limited, everything is infinite. And if you think of it that way, well, surely.
I finished the boss fight. Carry on.
Which boss fight?
I was fighting a fucking dragon that came out of nowhere. I won with like less than a courthouse. I was listening to what you were saying. I wanted to say some stuff, but
yeah.
I obviously couldn't. But carry on. That's what I